Okay, good. So let's start. Now, the agenda for today is I want us to critically assess each other on our current status, on our financial stance. Because in life, if you want to do something, you need to assess yourself first. Please, if you are not mute, please mute. And I also advise that we can turn off our cameras so that we don't distract others. So please, can we turn off our camera, please, and put our mic on mute? Thank you. So the agenda for today is for us to critically assess ourselves and to give ourselves a green light or a yellow light or a red light on the way forward with respect to how you can take benefit of this opportunity. Now, the agenda will be categorized into three for you to assess where you are, what you need to do, and where you want to go. So on these three principles, I'll be addressing us on that. So let's keep going. Now, this presentation is a very short one because I don't want to waste our time. I just want to go straight to the point. And I have, looking at the presentation you have been displayed right now, you can see that there are some comments there. Sorry. And there are some classifications there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are the steps. These are your financial house. You need to have a financial house. Whatever you're doing, as an individual, you need to have a financial, foundation to see where you are, consider where you are, what you can do, and what you cannot do. So, the class 1 is income protection. Your income, if you are on this call, you must have a source of income. If you don't have a source of income, that is a red light. You must have a source of income. So, if you have a source of income, that gives you the opportunity to be able to do what we are trying to get everyone to get involved in. So that is number 1. So please, if you don't have a source of income, this is the first thing for you to do. You need to have a source of income first. And number 2, if you have a source of income, you must have an emergency fund. And emergency fund is the fund that you just kept somewhere in case of emergency. As the name sounds, you can go there and get this fund. My daughter is sick, I don't have any money. My emergency fund. You can pick it and use that, because these are important stuff. They are emergency that you need to fix. Something break. You need to attend to different things. These are emergency funds. So this will actually help you to address those kind of situation. So please, if you are working and you have an income, please, you need to set aside an emergency fund. It is very, very important. You need to have an emergency fund. Usually, financial experts used to say that emergency funds are usually 10% of your take home, of your net, maybe salary, of your net income on a monthly basis if you're a business person. So it actually depends on what you do, and you can always remember that 10% of whatever you are earning should be set aside as an emergency fund. So that being said, the next one is debt reduction plan. Now you have income, you have emergency funds. You need to have a plan. If you have a debt that you're servicing, you must have a debt reduction plan. How you're servicing your debt. Servicing debt is not common in our part of the country, in Nigeria, because most of the thing we get is cash and carry. Other part of the world, people do a lot of credit facility a lot because they make their life easier. If you don't have any money but you have source of income, a steady source of income, you can always get a credit. you can get a contract for anything you want. Maybe you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, or they will create a plan for you. Maybe you pay for the next 10 years or 15 years or 7 years or whatever it is. So yes, there's always this credit plan, and when you get that and you pay the money back with a little fraction on a monthly basis, you pay it back. That is a reduction plan. You service your debt. So let's take note of that. And and with respect to that, you need to definitely have a way of reducing your debt. You need to, because it's also very important you have a good credit score in your financial life. Then number 4 is where we are, and that is investments. If you have an income, you have set aside your emergency fund, you have a debt reduction plan, then you need to invest your other fund, because them sitting in your bank is not going to do you any good. You need to invest them so that they can come back with huge profits, and that is the purpose of this this meeting. So, and if you are investing your money, you need to also make sure that you diversify into you also need to look into having multiple revenue streams. So because when you have an investment and you are already investing your money, you also need to look back into your income and see if you can have other revenue streams. Then lastly is to diversify. Maybe you have been investing, you have your revenue streams, you are investing in agriculture or something. Then the last part is to now look into other sectors where you can also invest into, so that situations like government policy affecting a particular business, you will always be able to pick up with another business that you have a diversified portfolio of investments. So at this point, and that is the classes. So, and trust me, everyone, if you are not in this class 4, please, I advise you, if you are not at a point whereby you have an income, you have an emergency fund, you have a debt reduction plan, and I believe maybe most of us don't have debt, I want to believe that, then you are at the point of investing. But if you have not gotten into this class 4, please don't bother going forward with this presentation. Don't bother, because I always advise people the best thing that is good for them, not what is good for me, what is good for them, because that is what life is all about. That is what friends are for. Don't go further. Please fix your income and fix your emergency fund before you can come further. Now, let's move forward. Class 4. Many people in class 4, do investment into multiple, places. We have seen people investing in cryptocurrency and venture capital. What do I mean by venture capital? Venture capital is it's a form of investment whereby people brings in their money to support a business, a growing business, and that business is not actually an existing business that is big or that is successful, but it has the potential of being successful. They put in their money to support such businesses, and at the end of the day, maybe it's always long term, maybe in the next 4 years, 5 years, or 7 years, that company become a very big company. Maybe it was worth $2 million before, and in 5 years time is now worth $500 million. What it means is that the $2 million have been multiplied into, maybe that is 20x or something. So when you hear 20x, what it means is that x is the value that you invested, and 20 is the is what your money has grown to be. So what it means is that when you invest, let's say you invest $5,000 in a venture capital business, and at the end of the day, what happens is, if the business becomes profitable and it becomes big, and they say they have a return of 20x, what it means is that your 5,000 that you invest times 20 and that is going to give you $100,000, which means that you have invested $5,000, but down the line within 4 to 7 years, you're able to cash out $100,000. That is a very sweet business, and that is what a lot of people are doing that I know. So there are so many companies that offer these services. There's one. Okay, I think I even make I shouldn't call it venture capital, but yeah, I can call it venture capital. Let me put it that way because it's your capital. There's a company called Venture Platform. There's Lofty Inc. They are part of the top 10 investment companies, and what those companies does is they do all the research to look at potential startup business, and they help you invest your money. But when you go to this company, their minimum investment is like $25,000 for you to even join. So yeah, those are very big ones. So yeah, let's quickly move into Nigeria Eurobond, which is a form of buying a particular set of foreign currency, and staking it for like 5 years, and you get this exact value that you have invested back in that foreign currency. And what that does is it helps you escape the inflation and deflation of naira. If naira appreciates, you might, that means you're on the lose. But if naira depreciate, that means you're on the gain, because your money will actually not depreciate, because the money is always in foreign currency. So private debt note is what they do. All these companies that are borrowing people money, they have agreement with, they don't have all the funds sometimes. So you can go with private debt note with these companies, and you invest maybe their minimum investment is always 1 million naira, and you can, once you invest that, they can, there's always a percentage. I think it's 2.5% on a monthly basis if you are leaving the money for 12 months, and at the end of the day you come up with some certain amount of money. But it is medium to high risk, because sometimes there could be issues, sometimes it's smooth, but yeah, there's some sort of high risk. And real estate, always require huge investments and the likes. Today, because if you look at this venture capital, Nigeria Eurobond, private debt, and real estate, they all involve big money. And we understand the situation of the country right now. There's no money everywhere. But the truth is, if you still want to do business, you still need money to do that business. But we have to look at something that we are capable of being able to raise and do the business. And so that takes me back to cryptocurrency. Many people have heard about cryptocurrency, and so many pros and cons and the likes. And at the end of the day, some people say, I don't know anything about it. They run away. But the truth is, cryptocurrency have been made easy. There are so many businesses around cryptocurrency that can fetch you a lot of money. So and you can invest as little as $400 when it comes to this kind of investment. So we'll be diving into cryptocurrency because this is the focus. There's an other presentation for some other people who, in their profile, they prefer to go with venture capital, and that is another discussion. But this audience this presentation, to be specific, is meant for cryptocurrency, and that is what we'll be diving into and see how we can exploit. I have a very good solution for us. Cryptocurrency, I know everybody have one or two things about that. Some don't even understand what it's all about. So I will quickly break it down so that we can be on the same page. Cryptocurrency, as we see, is a digital currency in which transactions are verified, record maintained by a decentralized system using cryptography rather than a centralized authority like CBN and the likes. So, having known that, there's something called spot trading, future trading, and the likes. But the truth is, so many people today have been defrauded or have lost their money based on the fact that somebody told them that crypto is making money, just give me your money, I will invest it, you will make this at the end of the month and the likes. And mostly what they do is future trading. Future trading is high risk. You invest money and you predict the future. If it works for you, you make a lot of money. If it doesn't work for you, you lose a lot of money. That's a problem with future trading. It's high risk. And the truth is, I don't want anybody to go to do high risk. I don't advise you, if you don't have money to waste or that you don't care to lose, I don't advise people to do future trading. That is why I personally don't do future trading. It's too volatile. I don't do something like that. So now, what I am advising or recommending for everyone is spot trading. Spot trading, it's a market where you can trade assets with other traders in real time, or rather, is a point whereby you trade currency pair at a particular point and you sell at a particular point. Let me put it in simple format. So in that way, you buy a particular currency pair, and when the value is low, and you sell them when the value is high. In a way, you make some certain profit from that currency pair exchange, which is called spot trading. You buy it at a spot, you sell it at a spot. So having said that, that takes me to the main solution for today, which is RoyalQ. So what is RoyalQ? Formally what people do is, based on the fact that spot trading is you have to buy at a point to sell at a point. People go, I have so many friends that goes overnight, they start calculating, dissecting, looking at line and saying, okay, I think I will enter at this spot, I will sell at this spot. They start setting limits, setting bottom limit, top limit, whatever it is. So they set all sort of limits, and at the end of the day they do make gains, but sometimes things don't work right, and they don't lose much, because spot trading is a very interesting business. You make small, it's like making money with patience. You understand? You make money with patience. It's not like future trading where you have to there's a lot of risks involved. So now, all this analysis paralysis that are being done by people trading using spot trading has been handled by this solution called RoyalQ. RoyalQ is an application, is a robot. As I explained here, is a trading robot, a computer program based on a set of cryptocurrency trading signals that helps determine whether to buy or sell a crypto pair at a given point in time. So what it means is that you don't need to do any analysis whatsoever. All you need to do is turn on your RoyalQ, tell him, I want to trade with maybe 5 coin with $10 or whatever, and you just look at it, buys it when the time is right, and sells it when the time is right, and it will always make you profit. So the one thing about RoyalQ is that once it helps you start doing your spot trading, you will never lose. And I mean that statement, you won't lose. What it means is that RoyalQ will never sell what you have bought at the point when the prices are low. It will always make sure that you are at the point where you are profitable by the time it sells it. So it sells only when you are profitable. You get? So it's a game of patience. You have to wait for it. Just allow it. Just invest your money. Allow it to do everything for you, and you should be fine. So now, why are people stressing themselves when something like this can actually do everything for you without doing anything? And one interesting fact is that your money, you won't lose your money. That is the most interesting part, because it will never, like the one you do manually, you have set your stop loss. You understand? Which means that you have said that when this value goes down, sell it. That means that you don't want to lose too much. You get? But RoyalQ now, it's so automated that you don't need to set anything. It knows when to sell it. Even if it goes down, it will not sell it. It will make sure it comes up before it sells it, making sure that your capital is secure. So And that was why I was trying to explain here that it does spot trading cryptocurrency on Binance and Huobi Exchanger. It works for you while you are busy with other things and makes profit for you daily. You are 99.9% sure of making money while you sleep. The best business of 2021. So what it means is that it's so profitable in a way that it doesn't waste your time. You can do whatever you are doing, and it handles all the trading and everything for you, and you should be fine. And all you need to do is just look at how much you make on a daily basis. That is how sweet it is. So what it does not do is that it doesn't predict future market. It doesn't do future markets. It uses quantitative analysis for spot trading, and that's it. So it only responds to rise and fall of the market, and it doesn't have access to your fund in Binance and Huobi. So I'm been talking about Binance Huobi. So now let me quickly say this for those of us that doesn't know. Binance is an exchange platform where people trade cryptocurrency. You sell, you buy cryptocurrency. It's an exchange where you exchange your cryptocurrency with other people around the world. So the same thing with Huobi, and Huobi is a Chinese-owned exchange platform. And Binance came from basically other part of the country. I don't know, but they have a significant presence in US. And so these two exchanges are, they are popular around the world. They are well known, and the confidence is there, and people have been putting their money in Binance for years. So I even have so many people who have thousands of dollars in Binance. They just left it there, and when the market rises, it rises, and they make money and they sell. So yeah, Binance is where people do all the exchange and the like. So what RoyalQ does is this: you don't need to put your money on RoyalQ. That is the beauty about it. So that you won't say that some application just come, they stole all your money. No, that is not never going to happen, because RoyalQ is just going to for all those of us that does IT, what it's going to do is going to bind using API into your exchange. You are going to allow it to bind it to your exchange, and it's not going to have permission of withdrawal. So what happens is you're going to bind your RoyalQ to your Binance, and it's going to trade for you on your Binance. So your money will still be on Binance, your profit, everything will be on Binance. But there are some other part that's going to be on RoyalQ, and that is the fuel and the activation. So how it works, let me quickly say this. It works 7/24. That is, it works all the time, every day, every hour. It has this annual subscription fee which you need to pay, and because this machine is being serviced by a server too, so there's a subscription to it. You have to pay a subscription of $120. Funny thing is, when RoyalQ started, it was basically free. Then it becomes $100 for subscription on a yearly basis. That was when I joined, and why I'm already in, they announced they are going to increase the price, and they did. I think that was earlier. I think that was in the middle of September or so. So they increased the annual subscription fee to $120. So I don't know what it's going to be by next year. Maybe you have to pay $500 because it's profitable. What does it cost me to pay $120 on a yearly basis when people are making $1,000 on a daily basis using RoyalQ? That is how crazy it is. So it's absolutely nothing to worry about when it comes to the profit that you are going to be making from this. And fueling fee. So when RoyalQ make profit for you, for every profit they make, they deduct a certain fee from it, and that fee, they call it fueling fee. So when you are activating your RoyalQ, you have to pay the $120 for the subscription fee, then the $20 for your fuel. Your $20 is going to be in your account. It's going to be deducted while you are making profit. If you make profit of $5, it's going to deduct 1%, maybe 0.05, dollar from that, because you make $5. So it's going to deduct a very little amount from in percentage with respect to your profit, not with respect to your capital. So let's get that straight, and it's very small. So this $20, I think when I started, even in my demo account, I think my $20 still remained $14 till today. You should know how small it is in my demo account. And I've made over, in that demo, I've made over, I think, $70. And my fueling fee has only deducted maybe $6. So, you should see that the profits cannot be compared to what is being, taken for these charges. So one thing is this, because you remember all other investments, they are so huge, but this you can start trading with as little as $100, but we can I would personally recommend you start with something around $150 for trading a coin. Then you need a verified Binance or Huobi account. You need an exchange account, because that is where your trading is going to start. That is where you're going to be trading. So in simple terms, RoyalQ is going to help you. We are going to connect your RoyalQ to your Binance, and it's going to help you trade the coin on your Binance and make profit for you. Then the profit will be recorded in RoyalQ, and you can see the profit you are making. And your fee will be deducted based on those profit that you're making. When you are, okay with the profit you've made, the amount is on your Binance. You can decide to sell it and get your real money back into your account. There is P2P. There's so many ways you can, sell your Bitcoin, for those who don't know. And that gives us a summary of what RoyalQ does. The fact is this: if you have never made money while sleeping, you will make it with RoyalQ robots in dollars. 100% guarantee. I can guarantee you that. So don't doubt it. It guarantees. It's life. It's what we've done. It's what so many people are doing. And this is not a scam. This is not what do you call it? MMM. This is not MMM, because it's actually real trading. There's no like somebody is manipulating anything somewhere. It is what the whole world is saying, the same market the whole world is trading. Now, there are two ways of making money with RoyalQ. And before I go on with that, I will just need to currently accept questions. If you want to ask any question, can you signify, please? Any question, just signify with your hands up. Let's quickly take that. If there's any question. There's no question. It means we are understanding, we are in the same realm. Okay, good. Let me continue. So now, how to make money with RoyalQ. RoyalQ, there are two ways of making money with RoyalQ: trading your cryptocurrency and referral in the multi-level marketing. So now this is what happens. Your cryptocurrency will already make you money, 100% guarantee, even while you are sleeping. Today I woke up and I've already made $10 or so. No, I think it was $9 point something. I just woke up $9 point something. Imagine waking up making $9 point something on a $400 account. People wake up, they are seeing $1,000. People wake up, they are seeing as much as $5,000. That is how people who have invested huge capital into it are making it. And it's not that somebody's money or anything. It's trade. It's life. It's this can actually change people's life. So cryptocurrency is a part. This is the number one part we have been explaining or for the past 30 minutes. And the other part is the referral. And what the referral does is this: based on the fact that RoyalQ only makes money from when you are making profit. They make money when you are making profit. So definitely they need more people so that they can make more profit, because they have the server, to service everybody. So now they have this referral program, which is also very juicy, whereby when you bring anybody to join RoyalQ, they give you an instant $30 from that person that joins through you. You can see how sweet that is. And the funny thing is, not only that is a V1. For the V2, they don't only give you that money, they increase the money, and they set a criteria that if you have at least 3 people directly you referred and 20 people generally under you, then you also get another $10, apart from the fact that they are giving you $40 direct referral bonus on those people. On those people you directly, and those people that are indirectly under you, they also give you $10 commission. And also from the profit they are making, they give you a commission on those profits. So which means that they are not the only one making profit. You that invited people to also come will also make profit. Now I can tell you categorically that people who are even stopped trading at a point, but has so many users under them, they still make as much as $100 on a daily basis. Now tell me, if you have worked, you are trading, or you are not trading, you are trading, and you even work and invited people, and at a point you just sit down and said you are tired, and you are still making $100 on a daily basis, wouldn't that be much more than the salary that you are currently earning? It will always be, because that is cool money, and it can also be even higher than that if you work harder. That is how interesting this can be. But it's always good when you trade, because you can always enjoy those profits guaranteed from your trading. So this level of referral goes on and on, but I won't go further with that. But I want us to focus on trading, because trading is where the real money is, where the guaranteed money is. So now look at the reward program. In summary, when you are V1, V2, you get a 4%, you get a team reward of 30% from what other firms are making. You get a referral, you must have a direct referral of 5. You must have 2 V2 under you, and you have 100 teams members generally across these people, and you'll be making 50% of direct award. That is like $50 when anybody sign up and all those things. And it makes sense. I can see the business model in it. It's not MLM. It's not MMM. It's so clear that you understand how the business works, how their business model is. So, having known this fact, I wonder what you were thinking. Am I in that stage to invest? I have already addressed that. If you have a stable income and you have your emergency fund, you are not servicing any debt loans, or your debt loans, you have a plan for it, there's a percentage that goes for your debt servicing on a monthly basis, and you now have some money after that, please, you can invest. If you don't, please don't invest, because this is the kind of money that you just put in there, and at the end of the month you see the profit it has made for you. You don't take that kind of profit, you return it, so that you are going to make more money at the end of the day. So at the point, you can then say, maybe after 3, 4, 5 months, and say, okay, let me just take all this money, all this profit, and leave the initial profit I put there, so that it can work for me again. It's a business that the more you can shy away your eyes from it, you make more money. It just keep accumulating, the way it is. So how does it work? API binding, as I said, for those of us who have a little bit of IT knowledge, you know that Binance is an application on its own, Huobi is an application on its own. They are both exchange platform, and RoyalQ just bind to them using API binding, and it's able to trade on them for you, and that is how it works. So we have gotten to the point whereby I need to take question. Anybody have question for me? Any question? No question? Okay, good. So guys, I know we can be a little bit overwhelmed by all these details. That is why I've simplified this thing to make it as interesting as possible. So this is the last slide, and I just want us to understand these steps that we are going to take to get ourselves moving. So many people are already signing up. Even from that yesterday after it came up, people have already possibly signed up, because if a lot of people need to get their hands on something, they need to make money, and they don't. Based on the country right now, things are so tedious, and this is just an avenue to make things easy. It doesn't need your time. So that is one of the most interesting thing about it. So the simple first steps are: you download the Binance, you download your RoyalQ, you fund your Binance, you verified your Binance, then you start trading and start making money. So these are the link, but I would quickly like to let me join here to show you how this thing actually works, so that we can all see. Okay, give me a second. I don't think I have the link here. I want to join so that I can show you how it really works. Okay, let me share my screen here.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my question is, can you please send us this slide for us to be able to see it personally? As you are going, you may not be able to catch up with some of it.
No problem. I will do that. I will share that in the how do we call it, in the group.
Okay.
So now, guys, if you can see this, this is the RoyalQ platform, and basically I need you guys to look at what I'm currently displaying. This is the home page, and if you look here, these are the coins that I'm currently trading. You can see this. They are all currency pairs. You can see that all those coins are /USD, ATA/USDT, ADA/USDT. So they are trading against USDT. So that is the whole thing. So, but mind you, don't get confused by all this complexity. The bot is going to handle everything. We will just guide you on how to set it up, and you should be good to go. So, and basically you can see the API binding here. I've bounded this Binance. I didn't bound wholly, so I'm trading on Binance. So now let me go back, and if you see the revenue details, you will see how we are making revenue on a daily basis. You see, that is how sweet it is. You just sit down and you keep trading. And if you look at the cumulative profit there, that is, imagine, I was still talking of $70 or okay, I think that was another account. Look at the cumulative profit now. It's $100. You see, that is trading with as low as $400 for 4 weeks or 3 weeks. Yeah. So this is something you can do. Imagine having additional $100 on your money just because you're trading with it. You will always make profit because the trade will not close. Now, if I go back to the home page, you can see that there is this ATA. I'm currently having, you see this ATA/USDT, you see floating loss minus 1.44. That is, I am currently losing at that rate at minus 1.4%. And that is why you can see the total stuff is minus 2.5, because that trade I'm currently losing with it, and it's not going to sell it. So it's a floating loss. That is why they call it floating loss, because it's not a loss. I've not actually lost any money. So it's not going to sell this coin until I make profit. Okay, look at this YFY. You see it's in blue, which means that I'm currently at gain with this one, and it can sell it at any point in time. when you realize that based on my settings, based on these automatic settings, that I've made enough profit, it's going to sell it and I'm going to make profit from that. So it's as sweet as that. You don't need to do, I don't do anything. I just wake up every morning and come here and say, oh, how much have I made today? Okay, good, nice. And mind you, I can also go to my Binance and actually see the real money there. So look at this money now. Now if you look at here, this account is $400, but now it is what? It is 477, and there's possibility that it's going to be a month. It's going to be a month. This account is going to be a month by next week. So I'm hoping that it becomes 500, and that is a good gain. Making $100 with that little amount, despite the fact that there is a lot of low markets in the last 2 weeks. It's only started becoming better. Despite the market is falling, RoyalQ will still always make money for you. That is the most interesting part for you. So the profit might not be much, but it will still always make profit. Now imagine a month where where there is no fall in the market. You're going to make more than that. So guys, that is the details I need to show you today. And if any one of us is interested, I would rather say let's quickly do this. I shared something on the WhatsApp group. Let's go to this link and download RoyalQ and also download Binance. Let's do that now at most, because I'm going to show you how to quickly set it up, and that will be the last thing we do today. But before I start, while you are doing that, let me take questions, and so that we can round up. Can I take questions? Guys, you can unmute and ask questions. Thank you. Teresa, Cast, Tosin, anybody question? Dami, any question, any understanding, any things not clear, let me know. So
hello.
Yes, please ask.
For maybe some of us or some people that has a Binance account before, and probably he or she has made an order to sell some coins that he has bought, and presently there's no more USDT until those coins sell, and before you can have any USDT with you. What will happen? Can RoyalQ still operate on such account?
Okay, so if I get you clearly, your Binance account, there is no more USDT there.
Presently. But you have coins that probably you want to sell.
Okay.
That are yet to sell. Still on hold.
Yes.
Can RoyalQ operate on that?
Yeah, so this is what's going to happen. When you have coins that are yet to be sold and you don't have any amount in your USDT, RoyalQ will not be able to trade because there is no USDT in your Binance account spot, because there are different wallets in Binance. So in your spot Binance wallet, if there are no more USDT value there and your RoyalQ is still trading, which means that those values are they are stuck in other coins, they is still trying to trade with them. So your RoyalQ will not be able to trade. So let me show you what happens in that situation. It's going to be giving you an alert, and this kind of alert you'll be getting. See, you'll be seeing this kind of alert. Failed to cover short position due to insufficient exchange balance and has stopped opening short position. If you need to reopen it, please go to strategy details and open man. This is kind of error you'll be getting because there's no more money to buy this particular .USDT or ATA USDT because you have finished the money on the USDT wallet. So, but that doesn't mean that it will not continue to trade. It will still continue to trade, only that it cannot buy more coin until it sells this one. So if you want to increase your capital, you can load it on USDT and it becomes better, and you trade, it will start buying more coins for you. But otherwise, you will just have to wait and let RoyalQ do all the needful and do everything for you and sell the coins for you. That's it. So did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Any other question? I know some kind of question people would like to ask is how much can you start with? Definitely you need $120 for the yearly subscription and $20 for fuel. That is $140, and you can even do more than that for your fuel because you're going to be making profit for a long time. So let's say $140. Then apart from that, how much do you want to start with? You can start with as low as $110 or $150. So let's say $150, and you add the $150 to $140. So that means that is $290. So probably you need $300 to start. That is all you need to start, $300. So if you have $300, you can start. But even if you don't have it, you can still register. Then after you've registered, you can take your time to source for that money, and you start working with that. You get. So I think that's
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, how can we fund our accounts with our MasterCard or?
Okay, funding it is not a problem. We have so many escrows, people who do exchange. There are other platforms. One of the platforms that you can do is P2P, but that is not a problem. Whenever you need to fund your account, you can DM me. I will personally assist you with that. It's not a problem at all. Funding an account is easy peasy. So even if I can show you how people fund accounts with P2P. Now, if you look at the screen, you will see P2P trading. Let me change this to NG. This is Naira. These are the people who are willing to sell for you. So what it means, if you see that first one, his name is Algorithm. It says he's willing to sell you at 562.50 Naira per dollar per USDT. So, and it says he have 172 USDT. It says 176.72 USDT to sell. So based on the amount of USDT that you want to sell, if you click on buy, okay, this ad is not published. Let me refresh. Let me get another person. Yeah, that person is sold. Probably somebody has gotten it. So now look at for this one. Now it's selling at 52.8. You just specify the amount, then you will buy. Then this is P2P. Is accepting bank transfer, as you can see. Then the bank details will be displayed. You will send money to that bank account, and Binance is going to hold that currency because you are buying it. It's going to hold this currency. It won't allow him to sell to anybody, and you are going to confirm that you've transferred the money to him. Once he confirmed you have transferred money to his account, so always use instant, because you can see the payment window is 15. You have to pay within 15 minutes, and it will confirm. Then it's going to release that crypto to you, and it's going to come into your wallet directly. So this is P2P process. It's very simple and easy. So apart from this, there are also other WhatsApp groups that we know that are authentic. We know the people who are operating it. You only pay to the admin, and you provide your wallet, and the person that owns the coin will now send the coin to you. They will now send the coin to your wallet, and the admin will then release the money to the seller. So yeah, so there are so many ways. There are manual ways, there's automatic way, there are so many ways of achieving this, but it's not a problem. Don't get bothered even we are in Nigeria. As much as government say all the story, it doesn't limit anybody. You only send money to people's account. They don't know what you're buying for. That is why you don't need to put descriptions like crypto or something in those transactions. Okay, I think that answers the question. So guys, I think that is the end of this presentation. It's 8 o'clock, 1 hour. I like to keep to time. If you need to download, I've already shared this link on the WhatsApp group. Please go and download RoyalQ, register. Even if you don't have the money now, if you don't have Binance, click register, then download the app and log in, then verify your Binance. And if you need to fund your Binance, let me know. At any point in time when you have issues with any of these stages, please get back to me. I will be available to assist you and get that done. Thank you very much. I want to believe there's no more question. And as it is, I want to thank everybody for showing up. And thank you for responding to this presentation. I wish we'll see some other time. And please, you can always DM me for any other question. Thank you, and have a blissful night rest.